people dating twins. Please share your stories. I know a woman whose husband cheated on her with her identical twin, then got her twin pregnant, divorced her, and married her twin. I guess you could say he liked her better. Thanksgivings just don't happen anymore. These are the kind of stories we came here's for. I'm married to an identical twin. They are very dependent of each other, but fight like you wouldn't believe. I have tons of funny stories because I lived with both of them for a little while. When they get angry, they kind of black out and call each other nasty stuff that makes no sense. For example, they will call each other ugly cows. They are 100% identical. Also, they both sleepwalk a lot. I woke up once to my wife putting her rollerblades on at night, while her sister was walking around the apartment with a stovetop like a tray. She was dreaming of being a waitress, I guess. I just went back to bed. Also, you know that scene in Paranormal Activity where the wife stands by the bed staring at her husband for hours? Yep, that's just a Tuesday for me. I would die of fear in this situation. Your like and subscription will really help my channel. I'm married to a twin, and she asked me if I found her sister attractive. I said, "Of course I do. You're twins. If I find you attractive, then it would be illogical for me not to find her attractive too." Thankfully, she laughed and agreed with me. That's a tricky question. The correct answer is that you love her because of her personality that is unique. Then she puts your words to the test and makes her sister pretend to be her for a few weeks to see if you can tell the difference. Twin is my wife's evil copy. Wouldn't touch that mess if my life depended on it. You can go up to her and tell her, "I know what you look like naked." I started dating a twin. When my roommate met her, he joked, "She's hot? Does she have a twin?" So I introduced them, and they started dating. My roommate and my wife's twin got married 2 years before my wife and I got married. So now, at family gatherings, it's me and my old roommate hanging out with our twin wives. It's weird, but really great. And then, to make it especially crazy, the two of them had children a couple years ago. They had twins that were born on the birthday of our wives. Bro, that's too much. Edit. Her sister is great. I love her very much. Their personalities are surprisingly different, but complement each other perfectly when they're together. They have a weird ability to make friends with every single person in a room when they're together, and it's really fun to watch in action. Married to an identical twin, going on 8 years. When I first found out, I thought it would be wacky and entertaining like a movie, but it sucks. Her twin is a psycho and one of the worst people I've ever met. She wants to be the alpha twin. They are so competitive about everything. My dad is an identical twin, so I have an uncle dad. That's weird to type and say out loud. My grandfather, who lived in a different state, was an identical twin. I met his brother for the first time at my grandfather's funeral. He looked and sounded just like my grandpa. It was pretty difficult to process in that moment. I am married to one of inseparable identical twins. My wife and her sister are 2 peas in a pod and extremely dependent on each other. I knew when I married one, I was marrying half of the other one too. I dated a twin in high school. We were both very reserved, quiet people. His twin brother was much more outgoing and happened to have a girlfriend that looked a lot like me. They would make out everywhere with absolutely no shame. One day, my boyfriend and I got pulled into the principal's office to talk about our inappropriate behavior at school. It was humiliating. When we're finally able to stammer through our explanation that, "No, you've got the wrong couple," the principal was very kind about it, and we had a good laugh. But I'm sure I was tomato red for the whole conversation. Not married, but my girlfriend has an identical twin, and she is her complete polar opposite and a pain in the ass. I always tell her it's easy to know which of them is the evil twin. I am an identical twin, and all my brother's ex-girlfriends always distanced themselves from me, even if we were friends prior to them dating, because they're identical, and the ex in question wouldn't want to be constantly reminded of a failed relationship. My husband is an identical twin. It's weird because sometimes, especially when walking around or doing something, I really have to watch out not to mix them up. Then, when sitting down, or whenever it is absolutely clear who is who, I find the twin looks nothing like my husband, and I find him kind of unattractive. Your like and subscription will really help my channel. Thanks a lot for your donations.